Hey there, I'm Kieran Galaxia, and welcome to The Gamer. So, if you've been playing Tales of Arise, there's no doubt that you've been feeling the fires of liberation burning in your soul. That, or you've just been really enjoying a beautiful JRPG with an exceptionally fun combat system. The beginning of the game does everything it can to gear you up for your first major boss fight, Lord Balseph, otherwise known as, I don't think I can pronounce that. He's a big imposing dude with an even bigger axe, and he'll act as your first major test in Tales of Arise. So here's us giving you a helping hand in taking down this Goliath. So Balseph can be quite the slog, so you'll want to be ready. Luckily, before you fight him, you'll have a healing light outside the boss room. These give you all your health back and restore your CP back to maximum. So that's a definite given to use. You'll also want to make sure that you've got plenty of orange and apple gels to keep your health and CP topped up, as well as life bottles should the worst happen. Luckily, you can actually fast travel back to Balseph, so you can head on back to the inn and stock up on the goods. While you're there, you can also rest up and cook up a meal. Ideally, you'll want a defense buff, so for safety, I recommend porridge. Personally, I bet Iron Mask puts Tabasco in his porridge, but that's enough of my breakfast headcanons. Lord Balseph as well is level 15, so we recommend making sure that you're also a level probably in the double figures just to be safe. But the fight is doable just below. I'd also recommend having the tail staple attack, Demon Fang, so you can keep up the offensive at range. Skills sharpened, porridge consumed. I am now ready to dismantle the dictatorship. Balseph is very different to most of the fights you'll have undertaken so far in Tales of Arise, so you gotta stay on your toes. Quite literally, in fact, the dude hits like a tank. He's a big dude with a big health bar, and while it may not look like you're doing much, don't worry, you got this. You'll want to play this fight as Iron Mask, getting Balseph's attention away from your ranged attacker, healer, and all-around great gal, Xion. If she goes down, you're in trouble. His attacks vary from moves that grant him some space away from you, to jumping into the air and coming down either with an AoE explosion or a very heavy axe swing. His axe swing, however, can be his undoing. The game will inform you that he's a sitting duck in the air, which is kinda weird because he's a flying duck, but I digress. When he jumps into the air with the axe above his head, use Xion's boost attack, and you'll knock Balseph flat on his ass, meaning you can get some big damage arts in with the flaming sword and your own boost attacks. What's this? A double-phased boss? You better believe it, Chief. After a cutscene where Balseph hits off a big chunk of your mask to reveal your admittedly quite beautiful face, he'll run away, chase him down, and well, now the heat is well and truly on. Which we quite literally mean because there's a giant fire avatar in the background. Yeah, big yikes, but well, not really. They look imposing, and they'll add some wrinkles into the fight, but they're mostly bark with a rather nasty occasional bite you can dodge. Balseph remains mostly the same in this fight, with the only major change coming towards the end of the fight. Your main issue is the Fire Avatar's AoE attacks, which are all telegraphed quite well. You've got a Fireball attack, where you'll need to dodge numerous small blasts. Then there's something I like to call the Tantrum, which is the Avatar punching the ground, creating a shockwave. And lastly, throwing numerous rocks at you after grabbing a chunk of surroundings, which is definite detention behavior. Now you can't attack the Fire Avatar, so just focus fire on Balseph. After a while, you'll be offered the chance to hit the Fire Avatar with a boost attack, which will take it out of the equation for a good while, letting you focus on Balseph. Speaking of focusing on Balseph, when he's low on health, he'll start charging his Mystic Art. You do not want this going off, as it will definitely take out Xion, and if you're still standing, then trust us when we say that is exceptionally lucky. When he starts charging his attack, just dogpile him. Utterly lay into him with all of your arts, boost attacks, flaming sword attacks, everything. He can't dodge, move, or fight back during this, so just beat him up and drop him before he can let that Mystic Art off. Once you've taken him out, you're free to relax, enjoy the cutscenes, and ready to enjoy the game proper. So that's our guide for taking out Lord Balseph. Got any tips or tricks of your own? Let us know in the comments down below. Thanks again for swinging on by. If you enjoyed this, then liking the video would be great. And hey, why not subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell if you fancy it? If you want to read more guides like this, alongside other features, news, and reviews, then check out thegamer.com. And hey, have yourself a good day, yeah?